Hello, Cy Fisher here from Windermere Real Estate South of Whidbey with another tech training tutorial for real estate agents. Today we're going to be working in Moxi Engage, which is our customers relationship management tool, our client relationship management tool. Today I'm going to show you how to add a contact in Engage to a specific group. We're going to call that group Warm Sellers. We're then going to add that entire group to an automated drip campaign, automated email drip campaign, which is specifically tailored to help prospective sellers move towards that direction of being ready to list their home and having you be on top of mind and the person they contact when they do decide to make that decision to sell their home. So let's get right into it. All right, here we are at our Engage dashboard. First thing you want to do is head over here to the people area, and I'm just going to go down to where it says My People, which is the general area that's going to show you every single person you have in Engage. So we're using a test account. So far it's just me. I added myself in the last tutorial, but that's all we're going to need to demonstrate the points today. So what we want to do here is first add me or create the group and then add me to that group. So here in the middle of the screen, you're going to see a button, Edit Groups. Click that. It's going to open up and you're going to see what groups are already here. These are automatically populated in Engage, and it's just a color coding system. Personally, I don't really like the color coded system. I'd rather have specific names for my group. So I'm going to go ahead and create another one. I'm going to call it Warm Sellers. So go ahead and name it whatever you prefer and select create. One thing to mention, if you hit close now, it actually won't save that group. So you want to come down here to the lower right and press save. And there you go, you've created the new group. Now, the next thing we want to do is add the individual to that group. So right here, I'm going to left click and I'm going to select that checkbox next to my contact that I'm wanting to add to a group. You can select additional contacts and add them all to a group simultaneously if you'd like. Next, we'll click on Add To, and then I'm going to select Groups. From here, I can select the Warm Sellers group and any other group I may want to add them to. Maybe they're a Seahawks fan and I have a campaign specifically about that. Well, I'll click Seahawks here, but instead we're just going to do Warm Sellers today. Done. Perfect. Now we have the person added to the group. Everyone in that group is theoretically a prospective seller client who is getting ready to sell, hopefully in the next 3 to 6 months. So what we want to do is get them set up and receiving emails that will lead them to that destination, the destination of selling the house and calling you to list it. So we'll go over up here to campaigns right here, and that's going to bring you over to the campaign section, which is where you're going to set up all of your automated email drip campaigns. Right now, we don't have any campaigns awaiting setup. So we want to go over here to the right and select Add from Library. Once you open this up, it's actually going to show us a list of campaigns that either you've created or have been created by your brokerage. So you're going to see a lot of stuff here, which is pretty cool. These are all been created for you to use from Windermere. A lot of them are, single email blast, that type of thing. So like the economic updates or Q3 economic update with Gardner reports, a single email. You can do stuff like that. I want to mention here, you got build your own campaign, and you got 2 of them. One is for a specific date, so you'll actually put, July 4th, and it's going to send a specific email on that day. This was the one that I tend to use more often because it's based upon when you start the campaign. So day 0, they're going to get an email, and then I can pick, hey, 3 days later, they're going to get the second email, or 7 days later. And you can continuously add people to this campaign, and it's always just going to start them at day 0. So you have people in different sequences in this campaign at any point in time. So this is really good for building your drip campaigns. The one we're using today is all in for you seller themed warm prospects. So that's what we're going to be selecting today. And this is pre-built by Windermere for clients that are, here, I'll just read it. Short-term nurture campaign intended for warm prospect clients that are looking to sell in the next 6 months. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead to the right here and select Add to Campaigns. Wait for it to give me the little indication. Perfect, it's done. Now I'll hit close, and now you can see it's appeared in the awaiting setup status area of my campaign section. So first thing we'll want to do is just left click, open it up. And it's going to take a sec because it's populating all of those emails that it's going to send out. So first thing you're going to see is the list of emails that it's going to send out, and then the timeline at which they're going to send out: 0 days, 7 days, 14. So if someone's added to this campaign, they're going to get an email once a week. You can go in and preview any of these emails just by clicking on the preview button, and you can see what it has to say. It's integrated kind of nifty like, so it uses this, what's the word I'm looking for? Integration just to pull your contact's name, syntax, to pull your contact's name from their information. So every single person who gets an email is going to have their first name here, so it's personalized like that. Kind of cool. All right, next thing we're going to do is add a person. So I'm going to go over here and select add people. And you got 2 tabs here. You can add by groups, or you can go over here and add an individual person one at a time. So today we're going to add a whole group. So I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to go down here and select warm seller, warm sellers. So now we have them up there, and we know that we're going to add them. So I'm going to go over here to the right and hit next. It's going to show us who's in that list, who is part of that group, who we're actually adding. It looks good. I'm going to click on the right here again, save. Perfect. Now, right down here, there's 2 tabs. One says schedule, one says people. If we go over to people, you can see who's currently in the campaign, me, and what step they're on, 1 of 11. Like I said, you can add a person tomorrow and, or 7 days from now, I should say, and you come back in here, it's going to show me on step 2 and them on step 1. But you can just continuously add people, and it's going to start them at the beginning of the campaign, assuming that campaign's been set up and is running, which is the next step. So we got the campaign set up how we want. We're going to go over here and select Run Campaign. As you can hear in the background, possibly, that was my Outlook dinging that I got a brand new email. So it was pretty quick to respond. I've already received that email. Now we're back here, and it's in that campaign is moved to a different status. It's now in the Running tab. So you want to come back here, and if you ever want to check this out and add new people, you come to the Running tab, and you can see what the open rate is, how many people have actually opened the email that you've sent out, what the percentage is, and if anyone has unsubscribed. So kind of cool, some useful information there to, if you want to in the future customize your drip campaigns and, improve them so you're getting less people unsubscribing, more people opening. That's valuable information to have. So that's basically it for today's tutorial. This is, again, really valuable stuff. Anything you can automate in your business is going to free up time to do other things. So a lot of prospective clients need to be nurtured. They're not ready to buy or sell immediately. So it's the best way to stay in contact with them. It's free. You're not mailing them something. You're not paying for anything. It's something you already pay for as being part of Windermere, all of your tech tools. So you should be utilizing them. Automated, valuable information sent directly to them on a schedule that you choose. So very cool. On the next tutorial, I'm actually going to show you how to customize your campaign. And I highly, highly recommend doing this. You can, really personalize it and make sure it's the added value that you want to be sending to your clients. If you take the time to do that, you're going to get less people unsubscribing. You're going to get more people opening it every single time they get an email. So that's something that I would highly recommend taking the time to do if you're, willing to invest that time. With this though, do it. It takes no time to put someone in a campaign, and they're pre-built for you, and it's definitely better than not sending your clients any emails. It's just gonna, it's gonna provide value to them every single week in an email, some tips and tricks, and you're gonna be the person who's, in their mind when they finally do decide to make that jump and either buy or sell. So powerful stuff. Hope you guys got some value out of the tutorial today. If you are part of my brokerage at Windermere, reach out to me directly if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you. everyone else, and included people in Windermere, you can comment down below with questions as well, and I'm happy to answer questions for you there too. So this is Cy Fisher from Windermere South Whidbey signing out. See you guys on the flip side.